When Harper's Bazaar Korea unveiled its special edition featuring Jin of BTS, the response was nothing short of legendary. Critics, fashion insiders, and fans alike hailed it as one of the most iconic issues in the magazine's history, a masterpiece that seamlessly merged artistry, storytelling, and global influence. The issue, which debuted both in print and digital formats, immediately sold out within hours of release. According to Harper's Bazaar Korea, Jin's cover became the fastest-selling edition of 2025, with demand surpassing previous records set by top-tier global icons. The publication's creative director described it as a visual symphony of calm power where modern masculinity meets timeless elegance. Jin, known for his versatility and poise, embodied the campaign's theme of elegance in motion. The photo shoot was conducted in a minimalist studio in Seoul, blending warm, natural tones with cinematic lighting that captured Jin's ethereal aura. His styling, a mix of classic Gucci ensembles and Fred jewelry, highlighted his dual role as both a luxury ambassador and a cultural icon. What made this edition stand apart was its narrative depth. The accompanying feature article traced Jin's evolution from the young trainee in Anyang to a global artist redefining male representation in fashion. The story, written by Bazaar's senior editor Yoon Hae-rim, described Jin as the new definition of quiet influence, a man who doesn't need to raise his voice to command a room. Fashion analysts in the US and Europe were quick to respond. Vogue Business called Jin's Bazaar cover a cultural reset for the Korean luxury ecosystem. Meanwhile, the New York Times Style magazine ran an op-ed titled Jin BTS, the calm power that moves luxury. Both praised how Jin's presence bridges East and West, turning a magazine issue into a global fashion statement. The visuals themselves became viral moments. In one now iconic image, Jin stands in a soft cream suit, eyes cast toward the horizon, a faint wind tousling his hair, a shot many fans dubbed the calm before the next storm. The symbolism resonated. Jin wasn't just posing. He was projecting what the future of global stardom looks like, poised, introspective, and effortlessly magnetic. Within 48 hours of release, Harper's Bazaar Korea announced that Jin's issue would be featured in a global retrospective exhibition celebrating the magazine's 30th anniversary. The exhibition curators placed Jin's edition alongside legendary covers featuring Audrey Hepburn, Gisele Bündchen, and Rihanna, declaring it a timeless symbol of cultural harmony and emotional storytelling. On social media, the impact was seismic. The hashtag number JinXHarpersBazaar trended globally on X, formerly Twitter, while posts from international fashion accounts flooded timelines with phrases like the cover of the decade and this is what luxury looks like in 2025. Even Harper's Bazaar's US editorial board issued a rare cross-country acknowledgement. The Korean edition's artistic direction with Jin BTS represents the evolution of Bazaar's global vision. It's more than a cover, it's a bridge between generations, cultures, and aesthetics. As for Jin himself, he remained characteristically humble. In a short, behind-the-scenes clip shared on Harper's Bazaar Koen, the days following the magazine's release, Harper's Bazaar Korea's servers temporarily crashed due to the overwhelming surge of online traffic. Thousands of international fans from Seoul to São Paulo, Los Angeles to London flooded the website, trying to secure a copy of what many were already calling the cover that changed everything. Within just 6 hours, the issue sold out across all major distributors, including Yes24, Ktown4U, and Amazon Global, setting a new sales record for any Korean fashion publication in history. Industry insiders were quick to take note. In a statement to WWD, Women's Wear Daily, a senior fashion editor remarked, "This isn't just a celebrity cover, it's a cultural moment. Jin's presence has elevated the visual language of K-pop in luxury fashion to a level we haven't seen before." Harper's Bazaar Korea managed to create something both intimate and monumental. The magazine's editorial spread featured a stunning array of visual storytelling from Jin seated in a grand, light-filled atrium wearing a custom Gucci crimson wool coat to a quiet black and white close-up that revealed the faint trace of emotion behind his eyes. Each frame told a story not of perfection, but of grace under global pressure, of an artist learning to breathe again after years of relentless performance. Fans noticed too. On social media, side-by-side comparisons emerged between Jin's shoot and classic Harper's Bazaar covers, featuring Hollywood legends like Marilyn Monroe and Cate Blanchett. Critics began to draw parallels not for aesthetics alone, but for the emotional sophistication Jin conveyed. He wasn't simply wearing luxury, he was embodying it, reimagining what elegance could mean for a new generation raised in the digital era. Even fashion giants beyond Korea responded. Gucci's global creative director, Sabato De Sarno, publicly congratulated Jin on his exquisite sense of timeless modernity, reposting one of the magazine shots on Gucci's official Instagram with the caption, "When silence speaks louder than applause, congratulations, Jin." The post amassed over 5 million likes within the first 24 hours. Fred Jewelry, another brand closely tied to Jin, followed with their own statement praising the cover's aesthetic integrity and emotional authenticity. Meanwhile, Forbes Korea ran a follow-up editorial titled, "From Music to Mastery: How Jin BTS Became the Benchmark of Brand Trust." The article positioned Jin as a living case study of brand evolution, a man whose every collaboration, from fashion to music, carries emotional depth, strategic precision, and a disarming humanity that resonates across borders. In the following week, international fashion publications began naming Jin's Harper's Bazaar Korea edition as one of the top 5 most iconic covers of all time, alongside Beyoncé's Vogue September issue and Princess Diana's Vanity Fair portrait. According to Harper's Bazaar's own analytics, the issue generated over 80 million impressions online, surpassing every previous cover in their history. At the heart of this phenomenon was something no algorithm could predict: authentic emotional connection. In the behind-the-scenes featurette released later that week, Jin is seen laughing softly with the creative team, helping adjust lighting and thanking staff members individually. When asked by the photographer how he maintains calm during massive productions, Jin smiled and said, "I don't think of cameras as eyes watching me. I think of them as mirrors showing me how far I've come and how far I can still go." That quiet humility, the same quality that endeared him to fans for over a decade, became the defining note of the issue. It was this blend of vulnerability and confidence that turned a photo shoot into a cultural statement, a reminder that artistry doesn't need noise to make an impact. By the end of the month, Harper's Bazaar announced that Jin's edition would be permanently archived at the National Library of Korea as part of its Modern Cultural Heritage Collection, an honor reserved only for historically significant publications that represent national artistry and influence. Global media continued to amplify the moment. CNN Style headlined, "Jin BTS Makes History, the Harper's Bazaar cover that redefined modern masculinity." Meanwhile, Rolling Stone praised the visuals as a cinematic meditation on fame and freedom, while LUS simply wrote, "The world saw luxury, but what we really witnessed was legacy." For ARMY, the cover meant more than fashion. It symbolized the rebirth of Jin's public image, not as a returning idol, but as an artist stepping fully into his prime. Fan accounts organized online exhibitions, projecting Jin's Harper's Bazaar images on digital billboards in New York's Times Square, London's Piccadilly Circus, and Tokyo's Shibuya Crossing with the caption, "Jin, where art meets soul." As the world looked on, Harper's Bazaar Korea itself issued a heartfelt note in their next editorial letter. When we began this project, we wanted to explore quiet power. But what we discovered in Jin was not quietness, it was resonance, a presence that fills the room without ever demanding attention. This is what timeless artistry looks like. And in that single statement, the legacy was sealed. Jin BTS didn't just grace a cover, he transformed an entire generation's idea of elegance, influence, and authenticity. "Ria's YouTube channel," he said softly. "Fashion is storytelling without words. When you wear something that feels like you, it speaks before you do." The video reached over 15 million views within a day, proving that Jin's voice, even in quiet moments, resonates louder than ever. With this historic edition, Jin BTS didn't just appear on Harper's Bazaar, he became part of its legacy. The issue now stands as a case study in fashion marketing courses and digital culture discussions, often cited as the moment when celebrity influence transcended fandom and entered the realm of timeless art. In the end, Harper's Bazaar didn't just feature Jin, it immortalized him, and in doing so, it redefined what an icon truly means in the modern era. Elegance, sincerity, and the kind of beauty that leaves an echo long after the page is turned.